Hey everybody, I'm out today. I got this great spot. What I'm going to do is I have to take you on the four-wheeler, which is right here. You can see I haven't been on the quad hardly at all. I've been out a couple times since I bought it because I've been so busy with other places. Just to show you that's not for fun. I mean, it's fun, but you know, when you're by yourself, nothing's that fun, right? After a while. You know, but I'm looking forward to Tim coming out. Tim and his brother are going to have a side-by-side. So we're going to have an entire day out here. With the machines. We're doing an entire day of bigfooting on ATVs. And it'll be the best bigfooting anyone's ever done on ATVs. Look at that. This is why I want to do that. I gotta at least explore the trail. And then when I know the trail really well, you know, I'll come back and do some entry points. You gotta remember where I am is about 15 miles to the closest paved road. And I can drive this, you know, right from the farm. Look at the tops, how it's all like tridents. It's never a coincidence, it's always the same thing. Giant, beautiful X right in the open, which tells me, you know, right there, what's at the base of the X? A huge break that everyone, you know, 5 years ago thought that wind did. You're welcome. Alright, I'm getting way out here without, I didn't bring any gas today, because I always have an extra gallon right here, but I needed it to even come out, and I didn't feel like going to town. It's like a 40-minute inconvenience. Look at this, right off this trail. I noticed this a ways back. Well, I was looking into the woods a ways back, and I'm like, yeah, this is starting to look really good. Everything's connected, you know? Not only is it connected, but, you know, you got the leaner, like, lumber yards. And this is, I'm way back. I've done about 7 miles in now. Now, let me give you one little trick to how to know for sure when you're in chaos. Well, you know, you're like, look, they have this thing's leaning, that's like that, they have the two, right? So you kind of know, but you just want to be extra sure. You see another two, right? I was doing the same thing. It's like a quarter teepee, an eighth of a teepee. You see a cleared spot there. It's literally, there's accumulation of pine cones, yet right there is completely pushed away in a semicircle. And then the ultimate always. Look for your stump, and you'll always see it in a Bigfoot world. That they will do it every single time. It's one thing they don't miss. It's always there. So check this out. I showed you a little bit of both sides of the road, right? And then I missed. I was parked. No, I don't know, 40 feet from it. You know, it's the ultimate confirmation. Look at that. It's a good thumbnail too, right there. And where would I go to get, you know, get into the better stuff and like the more tribal, where it's cleaned up and everything? Right behind there. It goes uphill, and it never stops going uphill, and you know it'll flatten out a little bit and go uphill, and right back in there is their world. I can see it back there, and they've done everything to make sure people aren't going to walk in there. There's spots and pine cones and X's on the ground. You know that's a spot. I think I zoomed on that from like 10 miles away. Look at that. Another X right on the corner. Guys, look at that. Giant symmetrical X right on the trail that no one probably ever notices. One day everyone will know. Isn't that cool? This is where I was saying it gets really, well, I was saying some of the road's almost impossible, but then it gets really pretty. Tim, I think this, if you're watching this, Tim, this is where we're going to do the side-by-side. Because what I did was I did about, I don't know, 10 miles, something like that, 15 miles. I think I said 15 earlier, I don't remember. I'm not much further than whatever I said earlier. Then I get to this pretty place, a great place to pull over, right? And then I get to go into the forest. You know, those are the videos on YouTube where the bear chases you on the bicycle. That's where I'm going. That's fun. This is blatant. Look at this. What a place to hang out. So what you're seeing here, believe it or not, I think is the cows. Yeah, see? I just passed the cows. They're right behind me. They own this place. They own the trails during the summertime. And somehow the guy comes and gets them all. I don't know. He must lose a few a year. He's got to. I've seen some of the ones that got separated. There's no way they go back. But look, it's clearly marked. Look at the top of that tree. That's the top of it. It's very bizarre and unusual, and they like that. And it's a ground glyph with it. What a cool spot. What's up with these rocks? This isn't supposed to be some great Bigfoot video, you guys. I'm just out chilling. Blatant. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like a fake fireplace. Attempt at one. I like this. Alright, so I'm like, you know what? I could just explore this with Tim. It'll be more fun that way. And I'm like, but let me go look a little further. Because it was just so, the trail's so pretty. And here I come, I'm driving right underneath structures. Right underneath structures. Look at that. I'm not kidding. Look. You guys know that's a structure. Not to mention the X's that are back there. I want to save some of that. Look at the bends. We're driving right through Bigfoot. So let me just run this for a second, just for timestamps. Look. Tim, this is going to be really, really exciting. I hope your brother can drive. Look at the size of the black X. There's a double black X back there. You guys, we're right in the middle of a Bigfoot world. I'm driving through it. And I didn't even show you the first half of it. What I'm seeing in the distance is amazing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about even further than that. Next to the X doubles, right through a Bigfoot world. And I'm so excited for Tim. I'm so excited for Tim. How do you drive by this stuff and not know it? I'm to a place now where you get maybe a few bikes a year, if that. But the state will cut it. They come through at the beginning and the end. Because the cows, they want the cows to be able to walk up here. They haven't got here yet. Look at this. Look where the state this year had a cut where Bigfoot blocked the whole entire trail. So they don't want this trail. This drove right through their property. I can't imagine this quad and me are making me very happy. Maybe, see, the difference is I care. I know about them and I care. Where, these other belligerent American, humans don't understand. Not Americans, I meant humans. It's different when you acknowledge them and you care. Look at this, you guys. I feel like here's a spot. Well, you would never been able to walk here without these trails, ever. There's just too many places, just too many destinations as you come from 20 miles away to end up in one spot, if you had done an expedition 50 years ago. It's just impossible. Who do I love this? I'm sitting right here. Just sit right here. Yes, look at this. Check this out. Tim, I'm excited because, what's amazing is we don't have to kill ourselves for this. And we can walk into places like that. Look at the symmetrical X. All we gotta do is pop off the quad and walk right in there. And I just found this. Look how high up I am. If you guys are questioning me, you can kind of tell. Like, I'm so far up now. I love it. Thank you. The quad is amazing, you guys. I gotta thank, Tim helped me big time with that. All you guys on Patreon, of course, help me every month with that kind of stuff. And I was saving and saving, trying to get that thing. And then I only paid, believe it or not, it ended up costing me because this guy wouldn't budge. I think I paid $22. If I had known how nice it was, I would have gave him the $25 to begin with because it was worth it. And then I put the $500 in tires on it, so that's a $2,700 quad. Callie was like, I want to buy that. And I'm like, give me $2,700. That's always where you look. Up. Invisible platforms. Whatever they are. See that? That's amazing to be right here. I don't care if this is 5 million miles in the middle of nowhere, right? My point is to be able to have a human vehicle and see that is almost impossible. So, you pay the price. I got to go back through hell and some really crazy hills. When it's like this, it's an absolute incredible pleasure. But when you get to some of the tough stuff, look at the parallel. Bigfoot world. I'm in the middle of a Bigfoot world on a motorcycle trail. Tried it. I love it. I'm not going to go in left or right. I'm going to save these for Tim and his brother. I want to be able to check some of these out, and just chill. And what's cool about this, you guys, to go get interactions, you don't have to. You could just sit right here. They're going to be right here. This is a good place to do it at nighttime because you got the quads and you can, feel a little safer. But man, is it brutal to get back here. Over and out. You gotta check this spot out. I'm on a different trail now. I came home. Well, I was coming back, way still in there, and I saw this one to the left or whatever. I gotta show you this. So, I don't know where this is. Like I said, I got 1 tank of gas. I got about half to 3/4 left, something like that. It gets pretty good gas mileage, I guess. Look at this spot, okay? I mean, that is too blatant to be a perch, but it just very well may be on the side of the road. I don't think the cows are back here yet. I haven't seen any cows back here. I can see that they've been here last year, but they definitely didn't get here this year that I can tell yet. That looks like it. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of pine cones, and it looks like a perch. There's no cow. I've never found. I have found one off a walking path, but yeah, look, check this out. You guys, look at this. You gotta see the structure that's back there. This is right off the road. This whole video is basically I'm doing for Tim. This is it's rare I do a whole video for one person, but he's been a big help to me, you guys. And he's coming out. He's been through a pretty tough time with someone hit him in a car. He can tell you on the video if he wants to. It's not my business to. I don't know what he wants me to explain to you. So, but so he's finally, that's ending finally, and I guess he got pretty hurt. And his brother's coming out and with him, and we're gonna have a blast. And what this is making me think about, as I've been driving down here, you guys, I've realized, look at this trail. You would swear you were just on a dirt road somewhere, near somewhere. And this is so far from anything. I wish I could show you. Just over there I could show you. Here's my finger. Oh, okay, you can see it. Now watch. So you see this break. I mean, when you're coming down the road, there's all kinds of structures left and right, all of a sudden, right? And when you're coming down, you see this. I'm looking at it. I'm like, is there any way? Because in these situations, I'm kind of like, is there any way this could be wind? And I'm like, yeah, because this tree looks like it's been dead for some time. But then I start looking closer, and then no, because then you look at the one behind it leaning. There happens to be some kind of a perch under it with lots of pine cones. And then you got this one stuck in, everything's starting, what is it doing? Forget about the forks and stuff, everything's sideways and stacked. Look at the glyphs. What is that? Man, is it quiet here? Look at that. Ooh, Tim, this is good. This is a great place. Hey, I'm gonna get the side-by-side. It wasn't so expensive. Just get that thing every day. Look at this. Just keep finding, go explore. Because basically what I wanted to do is I can't have... He's paying a lot of money for this four-wheeler for one day. It's ridiculously expensive up here for everything, right? And I know he'll do it another day, but I don't want him to spend that much money. But I don't know, man. It might be worth... The fun involved might be worth it. Look at that. To be able to find new structures like this. I mean, structures that you're happy finding, when you're on a 9-mile round trip like I was with Callie yesterday. And here you are. Yeah, I'm technically further than that up here. But in this case, I get to use the trail. So what is this trail? It's not that old. It brings you to a place that you never would have got to, 20 years ago, before the trail was here. 20 years ago, here you are, where you would have been like, oh my God, it took us 7 days to get here. We're on a $50,000 expedition, and look at this structure. It would have been looked at completely different. It's what I'm trying to say is it's amazing what a dirt path does to our thinking. You're like, oh, the road's right there, but it's like it doesn't matter. It's a road in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna let Tim tell you where this road is, one of the videos. I'm gonna be like, Tim, just please explain to these guys where we are. That you got. I'm telling you, this is a great place. We're gonna walk right in there. See, I'm excited for him because, and his brother, because we're gonna be able to have such a blast riding. Right, another X right there. And then we're gonna be able to find places like this. That's why I spent all day out here today, because just for him. A little for me. I mean, I'm enjoying it. This has been, you know, an absolute pleasure to be out here today. I thank God multiple times. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, just seeing some of the beauty and just being like, as I'm riding, and just typically it's when I see that, you know, the views, like some of where I am and the views I have are just breathtaking. I don't like to look at this. You see, let me show you a break that's, I believe, a cow did. See that? I don't know, maybe not. Typically a cow did this, but in this case, I don't know. Look, it's a fork. I think it is Bigfoot. To be honest with you, there's a rock right there. It is Bigfoot, but a lot. There is breaks I've seen on the side of the road that I really think is cows. A couple big breaks where he got hung up on. He just broke it. The thing's like 1,200 pounds. He doesn't even know there's a branch on him. And he just breaks it. Yeah. Is that a cow perch? Or is that a Bigfoot perch? You guys, check it out. Look how everything's in a pile. Oh, what is that? Look right here. Right? It's a pile in the road. That's just, you know, it's just kind of, it's weird. You know, when they're involved, it's always, why can't it just be a normal branch? This, I was saying, ooh, look at this. Right there looks weird. You know, it's like rounded. Just so few people come down this road. They just chill in the middle of the road. And no, you know, even if you're walking, you know, well, you couldn't walk here. It's impossible. There's no way you could. I mean, you could, but you'd have to drive up here on a four-wheeler and then start walking. No wonder. Oh my God, I got zapped, you guys. I couldn't explain it because it's never happened to me in a spot like that before. But as soon as I got to the first few structures, like I knew something would be back there. I was right down there. I didn't see this little side trail that came up next to it. So I drove up here like 200-300 yards and I stopped. I just want to see what that looks like there. And you can see, you know, like some of it gets pretty rocky. Anyway, I'm like, oh my God. I just told those guys, I'm like, oh my God, you guys. Because look at this Bigfoot world. You know how I tell you guys, do you see it like me? And I was talking about the structures at that time, but see, I can look at that. And I know, after what I saw at the base, like where they are literally dumping stuff into the road, like I knew. As soon as I looked back, I was like, oh my God, the most amazing Bigfoot world. I have a tripod. Look at the bends. I don't have it on now, but so I can't tell if that, yeah, that's the ground there. So look at that forest change right there. You know what? Give me a second. Let me get my eyepiece. So, not to mention the signs right there. There's your trident. There's your leaner. Right? I just want to check before I do it. I want to check right here. You guys, I'm better now, but I can still feel it. You were drunk, and you're not anymore, but you can still feel it. It kind of feels like that. Oh, yeah, this is legit, you guys. This is legit. This is so good. Look at that. I had no idea it looked like this. Hold on, where's my finger? Like this. I mean, when I was down at the road, I was right down there somewhere. Like, yeah, there's the base. That's where that tree is in the road. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of oldie looking and stuff, but you go through all the way up here. The train's way harder than you think inside. You gotta zigzag through it, and then boom, you get to that tree line. Right there. expect them. I said that yesterday. I zoomed in on one of the cave and got a bug. This is a great place because there's a really great breeze right now, and I got no bugs. That's legit. I was zapped. I'm like, I walk on the road, I'm like, you could at least just tell me or something. What was I saying? Give me a whistle or something? That's such a great spot right there, man. I found that's a Bigfoot world, guys. You know, I used to have to go check, you know? Like, I used to have to go, like, oh, let's go see if it's any good. Like, I already know. I know it's going to be a mind blower. And then of course, you got the top, right? Yeah, so you always go to the top. That's the best spot in the woods. That's where it's the supreme. The masters are up there, and the common peasants are down here. Even though they tell me that they're all the same. They're no Bigfoot special. But I don't believe it. I don't mean special, I just mean, you know, like, we're all the same. You know, we're all, I think, all life. And I'm not just saying this, I truly believe this. That all life is special. How can it not be? You know, like, I wonder, you know, sometimes when every day I execute like 4 to 10 flies, I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, what if that life is so much more important than we realize? And to us, a fly, you know, it's just disposable. We execute bugs on a daily basis. We have machines that do it, and tools that do it. Now, they're so aware of me, it's almost ridiculous. So, but I'm just kind of looking. You never know what you might get, because when you're that far, a lot of times they won't move, but they've probably moved out of the way because they see what I'm doing. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They know. I mean, I gave them 10 minutes before I even started zooming. Like, my battery's about to die, so I'm just going to wait here until it does. I got bird noises now right at the edge. I don't know if it's them or not. I haven't seen anything. I'm using my eyepiece. I've seen structures and stuff, but I mean, I haven't seen, like, even a dark figure or, like... There's no doubt about it, you guys. Right there is a Bigfoot world. Look, right where it changes, it's always the way. What are those, white pines before, a little bit of a mixture, and then it becomes the ultimate world there. I always consider, even though it's not, I always consider this the playgrounds, you know, like out here, like this is where everything's going on. This is where you don't mess around up there, and that's where the tribal structures are, and where everything's, you know, just clean and done perfect. Look at that. As always, I was about to say as always a stump up in the air. I said as always, but I ate a bug as I said it. I was going to say as always, I just ate a bug. Sorry about that. They're starting to flies around me. They always find you somehow. Get off of me. Ow. You guys got to see that's where I'm wearing long sleeve shirts and it's like 85 out here. Because I'm just, at night, I have so many, it feels like poison ivy almost. I'm just so itchy. That's almost over. I don't want to start over. Now I remember why. I mean, I don't know how I forgot. I didn't forget, but I just started not wearing a long sleeve shirt. When I always wear it in the Bigfoot universe, my first couple years. I always knew to wear a shirt like this. No matter what, because you just can't expose your arms in those woods. I can't. All right, so here's my idea. And it's not, look, I'm just thinking about, I'm kind of like figuring out as I'm telling you the idea, so just bear with it because it's going to change. I've decided today, I think, that this is, now listen, because you may want to do this. I don't know how many people, it's not going to be too many. It's just impossible to do too many. I'm thinking 5 to 6 the most. I think 6 would be fun. Because we're not going to do the typical Bigfooting. You're going to see the most structures that anyone's ever seen in their life. You're going to be right at the top of the list when I'm done. We're going to do a 2-day, 1 night. So it's going to be, you know, we leave early. We'll leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to do weekday, not weekend. So it's going to be a weekday thing. You're going to have a year notice because we're going to do it next summer. And look at the woods here. You guys, look at the teepee structure back there. Holy moly. There was definitely cows here, right there. Last year. I think, because I think that's what that is, unless it's a moose. Looks like he tried to climb up and he was just like, but it looks old. It looks like it looks like it's last year. Everything's really, really funky. See? I don't know why they do this. I can't get used to that. But I see it too much. Right? What I was showing you there is like an X. Yeah, there was cows here, see? Here's where cows went up. A Sasquatch would never do that. Not off the road like that. Another X right there. Look at this, you guys. I don't have protection. I don't really need it. It's just I know my luck. You know, I turn the corner. The one time I don't have a weapon on me, I turn the corner, there's like 50 mountain lions staring at me. Like, haha, you idiot. Just to give me an idea of where we're gonna do, what things we're gonna do. Oh, let me finish my idea. So, sorry, I'm really, I think I might be getting zapped. I'm not sure. I think something's wrong. Yeah. Yes. They got me, I swear to God. Look how it goes right through there. This is where Bigfoot walks, places like that. Even if there wasn't a human in 500 miles, he's still gonna walk right there. Stop thinking humans matter when it comes to these guys. We do in some ways, but not in the ways you think. Look at this. Oh boy, does it look good. See, I'm gonna save these spots, you know, for myself too. So what I'm saying is right back there, I can see it. It's a Bigfoot world. It's incredible. It's freaking amazing. Look here. See how that one's all twisted in there? This is good. I can't believe I could drive to this, man. You gotta come way up here, but it's a real trip every time. So if I wanted to see if this was the best spot I had, before I left every time I'd be like, oh man. Maybe when I have a new quad, I won't care. It's interesting. I got a trident, a leaner going up to a trident, as always, right? And then it's really disturbed here recently. And there was a perch there. Someone was sitting right at the. This has got to be it's got to be an animal. They would never. It would look like that if it was Bigfoot, but not. They wouldn't make that. They wouldn't. Something's digging this out, unless it's one of them that has hooves, which a lot of people think they do. Some of the creatures out here have hooves. You know, I don't know. I have to be honest. I have never seen anything close to that. But hey, here's an interesting point that I just thought of, and I have to go back to my story, or back to my idea. What happened was I was telling you a story, and then I jumped in there. So I have to go back to the road so I'm not zapped as much. Something happened when I walked in there. No joke. I'm not kidding. They're right here. See, here's the thing, you guys. When you see the stuff that... one thing I figured out... Oh, whistle. One thing I figured out is that when you find spots like this, it's not the transition. These aren't markers. These are marking. This is what I saw coming down the road. I was like, oh my God. You know, you just got to come 20 miles up the road that no one drives on. Now, you guys, I'm zapped. I can't remember anything, what I'm saying. I keep forgetting what I'm saying. All I want to do is tell you about my idea. Okay, look, just erase everything. I'll probably put this clip in just to show you what happens when you're in there sometimes, but who cares whatever I was saying, and I'm going to start another clip with my idea. All right, so I'm probably going to put this at the end of a video because I don't want it, I want this to be someone that typically watches my videos and watches all of them, you know, not just 2 minutes and then thinks he knows what the whole video is. Next summer, A.T.V trip. Okay, we can probably, if you don't, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm going to do, I think it's 6 people. All this could change because I'm just thinking about it today. I'm definitely going to do this because it's a little different than walking you into one of their special worlds. we can take one of the most amazing trips, probably 100 miles, something like that. You'd have to be an advanced rider. You don't have to be an expert, but, you know, feel extremely comfortable on an ATV. It cannot be your first time on an ATV. We're going to go up some hills, some rocky stuff, you know, when you're going up the hill, you know, you're turned sideways, and you got to be able to, it's places where you're going to, you know, one of us is probably going to get hurt during the trip. That's where we're going. But most of it's like this and just incredibly enjoyable. And so beautiful. It's almost unbelievable. I'm at the desert here. I'm just leaving the forest. So out there, you know, it's pretty, but you don't want to be in there. It's too hot. So ATV trip. I haven't figured out the date. It's going to be the end of July or August, beginning of August of next summer, 2020. There's no place. I might be able to work out a rental situation. I'm not sure yet. So I'm working on it. Now, if you can get an ATV here. So basically 6 people, advanced rider, guys or girls, doesn't matter. I'm not discriminating. We'd love to have a couple girls with us. It'd be great. Look, you guys, look at that. So across from all that, please forgive this, I'm zapped, okay? I think up in those trees right there. Look, let me show you something, and I'll go back. Trident. There's not a trident anywhere else, except across the street from a bunch of sticks that are woven together. It's amazing. Oh, look at that one. I love to see this. And you look way up there. Ooh, Tim, we're going right there. It's right there. You know, see, if this road wasn't here, you'd think this was 16, 17-mile walk through the forest. But it's right there. Watch this. Please forgive me for... right there. That's how you know, right there. For whatever's going on. I got one's got me. There's no doubt about it. Why can't you make a noise? Please whistle for me. So, guys, girls, whoever wants to go, right? I'd like it to be different people. I don't want it to be, because it's going to take up a spot, an important spot. I really want it to be single people. We could have, you know, of course there's going to be exceptions to this whole thing, right? Because I'm going to have to get an insurance policy. You know, it's going to be a paid trip, big time. So if you have to rent a quad, you know, something like that, or, you know, we're going to camp overnight, which is going to be amazing, okay? I'm going to promise you, like, amazing. You guys will, because what I need is 6 people to go back and be like, listen, man, this guy's the real deal. Like, what he says is all real, you know? We're just going to blow your mind. Not to mention, we're just going to have a blast on the quads, right? So I have to get an insurance policy. There's going to be a set fee, because I don't think I'm going to handle the quads, but maybe. I do have a potential connection with that, but during that time, the connection I have, those quads are being used other places. So that's going to be the catch, is we're going to have to get 6 people that can actually get a quad out here or rent one. And I have a couple of those I can get rented, like a side-by-side, maybe 1 or 2 ATVs. I don't think I can get 6, but they'll be brand new Articats from the Articat dealer. And so, you know, what we'll do is we're going to do something like this. You'll see the video from Tim, what I'm going to do with Tim that day, and it'll be very similar. And then we'll do an amazing camp out, and by then I'll have it all mapped out. It's part of what I'm doing. This video is for Tim, but it's part of what I'm doing on a day like today. What I get accomplished just scouting is amazing on this 4-wheeler. It's amazing. What I know about, you know, the whole area is amazing. So let's do it, you guys. Who is in? I'm talking serious, 100%. Don't be like, Mark, I'm interested in the quad trip. Unless when you say that to me, you're in no matter what. Like how much it's going to cost, like, you know, everything. No complaints, which is none of you guys anyway. But be cool if we had a girl or 2 with us, right? Just to break, you know, they love women. It shows. It's not like we're going to send the women out, you know, alone unless they wanted to go by themselves. But, you know, I think when you have women with you, it shows that you're not, you know, it does something for the guys. Like it's like a credit check. You know, you got women, you're less threatening to them. But then a bunch of dudes by themselves. They see girls, they know, they just, I don't know, this is a sense of family, I guess. A motorcycle. Kid. It's cool. The only people I ever see up here, that'll be the one today. I only see one a day at the most. Will be, I've never been on this road. They come from the house. There's these multi-million-dollar houses that are about 11 miles that way. and you can drive out of the backyards from them, and it's all the rich kids. And they come out here by themselves. The funny thing is, I see him, it's not funny, I see him go by with no safety, like he's got nothing on him, no tools, just his gear. So he's out for a ride because he's a kid. I used to do the same thing, and you get lucky, and you know, chances are nothing will ever happen, but you get a flat tire, you're stuck. Like he could die out here, because as soon as you start to walk into that, it's really dry and it's really hot. Like he had no water, he had nothing. That's how you die. So just, you know, the times you don't expect it. You get a flat tire, like, oh my God, I can't get home, and you drive the bike till it falls off the rim, and then you finally start walking, and you don't realize how long it takes to the desert. You got to have, like, this guy, you know, it's just wrong. If he's out right here, you got, basically what I'm saying is, if you're going to be here, you need water. At least have water with you. Over and out. All right, so A.T.V trip next summer. I don't have the dates finalized yet. It's going to be, I can promise you, the best A.T.V trip that's ever been taken in the history of the United States ever. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. And of course, you're going to have to meet certain qualifications. It's going to be an advanced ride. I'm going to have to get to know, I have to know who you are, sort of. I'm going to have a good vibe about you. You know, if you have a Facebook page, profile, that helps. You know, something like that. But are we going to have a blast or what? A.T.V trip. But there is going to be, it's, you know what it is? It's a way for me, you know, I'm going to charge for this trip. First of all, the amount of work I put into this to be able to have the knowledge to take a trip like this, to be able to show the best things in the world while we're on that trip. So, you know, a lot of that work's already been done. And it's really just a way to support next summer, you know, so it's a way to help next summer. That way I don't have to bring a lot of people out here. And I really feel like it's wrong to bring too many people. And there will be a few, you know, that people that have earned it, people that I just know are okay. You got to believe me, if someone's out here with me, they're legit, you know what I mean? I'm not going to bring, I know what I'm doing when it comes to that. But that'll be amazing. I have such an amazing feeling. When I thought about it, it just bells went off in my head. Like, this will be amazing. You know, so it'll be a paid trip. I'll try to do it as cheap as I can. Like, I'll figure out, it depends how many people there is. We'll figure out what it'll cost. I'll say, well, this is what I'm charging per person. This could be my best friend, and you're paying, you know what I mean? It could be Callie. He's same thing. He's, you know, it's just a support. It's a trip for Colorado Bigfoot. That's what it is. And like I said, I'm gonna show you guys the best time of your life. I don't care if you want to bring beers, if you want to have, you know, make it a party, you know, as long as we're within keep in check. I'm not gonna drink. I'm the guide. I'm gonna keep you guys safe. But you can do whatever you want. And if I see you're being an idiot, I'll tell you. You can have fun. Just be cool. Cool's the rule. Over and out. Okay, I'm on the way home. I'm like, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't. I saw this, I couldn't help it. So this is the same, basically I'm almost out of this mountain. I noticed that down there it goes down and up, and this hidden mountain over there, there's no really way to get there except go down there. It gets really steep, and it's something you don't want to do unless you have to. I'm on this is the corner of this giant hill that goes up. I would definitely would not go in there, right? But then I'm coming up, I see this. It's amazing. Here's a new stick that's been put there, right? Look at this. Right from the trail. I do have to remind you constantly that, you know, it's a trail that no one's on, but it's a trail. I saw a motorcycle on it today. You can't walk on it, let's put it that way. The closest entry to this is about 10 miles. Something like that. 6, 7, 8, 10, I think. Yeah, it's that far away. Look at that. Right there. And this is right going up. Look at the top of the teepee. I believe this is going from, you know, it's made to be going up this way, looking at that hill. They marked the whole base of it. That's like a freaking kingdom up there that I found today. I'm so happy with that today. Some scouting really pays off sometimes. Which I did on my bike all the time, you know? That's how I was able to start this even after I sold my bike, because I had done 13,000 miles on a 1200cc triple on roads like this. Well, you know, it's like a little rough in first gear on that bike because it goes 65 miles an hour in first gear. Well, if you really want to redline it, it does. Look at that.